If you've ever wondered how to find ginseng, today I'm going to show you how. Ginseng is a natural herb. It's believed to be full of antioxidants that are helpful for everything from giving you more energy to increased brain health to better memory, relieving stress, fighting depression and anxiety, Alzheimer's disease, to even reducing the risk of certain cancers and controlling your blood sugar and boosting your immune system. It has a lot of helpful properties. So let's go find it. Kind of tell how this hillside goes down, how it gets a little darker down there. See some vegetation growing in the shadows, and that's exactly what we're looking for. It points a little bit to the west, but it's the northwest. There's a misconception when you're looking for ginseng. That mountain doesn't always have to be pointing north. You just really have to find shade. Always look for shade and be careful when you're walking down these hillsides and you're in snake country. Don't be afraid to make a little noise. Scare whatever might be there off. I'm not even at the bottom yet and already found some ginseng. This is what we call a two-prong. See how it's got one prong and then the second prong? There's no berries on it. It's been so dry they've probably already fallen off. But we're not gonna dig this one because it's just too small. So we'll keep looking. And the worst thing you can do is to try to cover a whole lot of ground until you develop what the old timers call the ginseng eye. So I found this other one on the ground here. You can see that's pretty small actually. It's already turning yellow, lime green. It's already dropped its berries. And what'll happen is it'll go dormant. There's another one just below it. You can tell the color difference. When you find small ginseng plants like this, and actually this has a nice stem on it, but we're gonna let that one do its thing. We're not gonna dig that one today. Probably won't dig it next year either. But when you find something, when you find them small like that, you just want to kind of scan the hill. Just want to scan above it. And if you don't see anything above it, just take a little walk and be careful going up the hill, because what happens is in steep country, the ginseng, the bigger ginseng, I should say, will drop the berries and they'll take a roll down the hill for quite a ways, sometimes more than you would expect. So we'll walk up here and see if there is another one. You just want to lightly scan. You just want to look very slowly. Take another step or two, just so you can get a vantage point, right? What is that? See, that's a ginseng plant right there. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. Just take your time. You can see the color variation between the other plants and this one, and the size of the leaves. See if it's dropped any berries under here. See, yeah. It's dropped a berry there already. So I've brought a shovel with me. Now I've tried to dig this stuff up with a screwdriver before, but it's just a bad idea. And it doesn't do the root justice that's been growing in the ground 6, 7 years, sometimes 20, 30 years, just depending on where you're digging. Holy cow. Now that's the one we want. And where is it? Just up the hill here. Now this is a perfect example of ginseng. We'll spend a little time here showing you this. See these berries? And when you're hunting for ginseng, you're not always going to see those berries. Sometimes you will, but not always. This is what we call a 3-prong. So we'll dig this up and I'll show you the root here. I'm going to clear out this debris. And yeah, I'm looking for snakes. I'm going to get these berries off of here so I can replant them. There's a couple that's already fallen there just now. And I'll put these back in the ground in a second. And we want to trace this stem where it goes in the ground. Try to get some of these rocks out of the way. Just always try to get you some distance with your shovel and back up from that. And if you can move the dirt and see the plant moving, that's what you want. You don't want to tear the tentacles of it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. I don't want this one berry here either to get too far down in there and not grow. So I'm going to put it up here under these leaves. It has a little bit of ground contact, a little bit of dirt over it. It's like you're almost excavating. Hitting some rock there. See, we want to get under it if we can. Now we'll clear this dirt, see how this runs here. Yeah, that's right there's the top of it. Lots of rock in this soil. Now if this was farm country, you can bet this would be a lot bigger. See how it begins right here? I want to see how loose it is. Don't want to pull too hard there. It's got another root hanging off of it. And there you have it. Now, to me, this is beautiful. And this is just mesmerizing, really. This thing is an old root. And that's what you call a 3-prong ginseng plant. Trying to make sure you get a real good look at this. Of course, we'll clean it off a little bit. You can go to my website, makeitworkdan.com, where you'll find some amazing natural supplement offers to potentially help you and your family for years to come. Thanks for subscribing to my channel here to see what's next. And my website again is makeitworkdan.com.